Julie Reeder with Reader Media and Village News and Valley News, and I am interviewing today Marci Strange.
Correct.
She is with a group called Taxpayers Oversight for Parents and Students, TOPS. And she spoke at the Temecula Valley Unified School Board meeting the other night in support of Dr. Komrosky and against the recall. And she's an interesting person because she is gay and she's also a Democrat, and yet she's supporting Dr. Komrosky. So I thought she would be an interesting interview.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you for having me.
Welcome. So why do you think it's the teachers union that's behind a lot of the inappropriate books?
Well, we see them defending it all the time. See, the teachers union has a 1, 2, 3 punch. Number one, they deny. Oh no, we don't have any pornography. Well, yeah, you do. Then 2, justify. Well, yeah, it's the First Amendment. Fallbrook, artistic. They use the art. Oh yeah, it's art. Really, pornography is art? Maybe for an adult, but not for our kids. And then last but not least, when we find that indefensible, then they resort to name calling. You know, I don't know about you, but I've been called, I'm a gay woman, I'm transphobic. Yet I used to have a transgender safe house years ago. It was kind of organic. One of them moved in, and then when I had a vacancy, another one moved. Yeah. But it was, I had nothing against transgenders. Most people don't. Most people don't care, right? What we care about is you're spotlighting this, forcing it on our kids, making them change the language, which is what Chairman Mao, Hitler, and Stalin did, change the language. No, that's grammatically incorrect. I'm not going to be fulfilling anyone's fantasy. No, I don't engage. I don't engage in that. But yeah, we're called fascists, book banners, and homophobes because that's all they've got.
White Christian nationalists.
Yeah, these are the talking points you'll see on mainstream. Those are the CNN watchers, and I think their rates are pretty low nowadays. Yeah. But this is, they've got nothing when it's down to name calling. We have the truth. We have the facts. It is very, 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 very detrimental for kids to be taking puberty blockers. I mean, they stop growing. That's irreversible.
It creates a patient for life.
Exactly.
What is it, like 1.2 or 1.3 million dollars they're worth
per transgender? Yes.
And they're a patient for life.
So. They're a lifelong patient. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry. Not to mention the books that go along with it and the materials to indoctrinate our kids. No, we can't have that. Parents need to step up. Don't be afraid of being name called. Expect it. Call me anything you want. Right. But I'm fighting for my children and yours. Yeah. And I'm not going to stop because this has to stop. And meet people, meet other parents, just like yourselves, that want to keep academics in the classrooms and politics and these radical ideologies and sexualization of our children out. And don't forget to sign the ProtectKidsCA.com petition as well so that we can ban sex change operations, puberty blockers, boys and competing in girls' sports, and all that.
England has taken a real different look at that now.
They banned it. Yeah,
they're shutting all that down. Sweden,
yes,
the Netherlands. There's a lot of other countries that have, after looking at everything, have decided that they're going to slow way down on that.
Well, the thing is, when a child takes puberty blockers, it can make them angry. It can make them violent. Yeah. It not just changes their physical appearance, but also their mental as well. Oh, it's very dangerous. Yeah. And it doesn't prevent them from committing suicide. Right. They don't need drugs. They need cognitive therapy to find out. And that's the problem. Is we'll change your sex. You'll be happy. Lie. Yeah. And that's what makes us in the gay community upset, is because they're lying to kids and their parents. And I always wondered how do these parents go along with this? Yeah. You know what Kaiser told Chloe Cole, who's a detransitioner? They told her parents, which would you rather have, a son or a dead daughter?
Right.
And that's why they went along with it. And today she goes, nationwide, speaking against, the puberty blockers and sex change operations for kids, because they don't tell you the side. They don't tell you about the leaking nipples, or they don't tell you about how you get infections because they can't pee, and all the pain and suffering they're going through. You don't hear about all that. Listen to the detransitioners. They have some stories that people need to hear about if they're considering this. And if you're an adult and you still want to do it, you're an adult. This is America. It's free for now. Thank you for having me. And also, you need to support the Village News. Take the article and give it to all of your circle of influence, your friends, your family, your club members, everyone who's on your circle of influence. You need to support the Village News and the Valley News, because what the problem we have is that very few newspapers like yourself, will expose this, and that's the problem.
They only want to show really one side.
They only want to show one side. You show both sides.
We don't have a lot of independent media left.
No, and it's refreshing to read your newspaper and say, oh yeah, this is what I resonate with. And all this other stuff, people are like, it doesn't make sense, but if they say, the people go, and if you hear a lie over and over long enough, you begin to believe it, and they know that. So I want to thank you for
thank
having
you.
me today.
You are a firecracker for sure.
Fallbrook firecracker.